Man, this is bullshit.
Alright, so I'm having some issues here. Okay, let's try this again. This is not working out. I need it like sideways. I know it's like in this. Yeah, it's take two. We're in this up and down position now because I'm trying to like get it all set, and it just kept my stuff kept acting up, like black screen and all that stuff. So this is frustrating. I'm thinking if I should just, re-up, like start over again so I can get like a horizontal view. But if you guys are okay with this, I hope this is okay. I'm not really fond of it, but we're gonna go sideways. Portrait mode. Well, anyways, I'd like to share my books that I've gotten from Yoshi from Tokyo, from Japan. Yes, that's where they came from. Yes, I'm back. We're going portrait mode right now, but I'm sorry about that. It's just I don't know what's going on with my stuff, but I am back. Glad to have DTF. I'm glad to have you back, Randy, as well. And we have two other people here. But yeah, I got my books because this is what I was sharing before my thing went out of whack. But yeah, I got my Berserk books. I got Berserk books. How you doing, Ryan? This is temporarily, we have it on portrait mode right now, but I'll have it on horizontal mode next time we record or go live. Hey, Lady Elena. I want to share these books off now. This is cool. I thought reconnecting. But yeah, check this. We have 17 people here. Dang, the quality is hot garbage. Is it? Is it the film? Dim lit corners. All right. Well, you guys, I'm so sorry. God dang, it's better now. Is it when I move? So it's a lot better now, dim lit corners. Did you make these books? I didn't make these. I got these. It's good now. It's looking a little better. Good, good. How you doing, Nayland? Hazard. I'm showing off the books that I've received from Yoshi, which he's in the chat right now. Good, good. It's doing better. But Yoshi picked up my manga that I drew, Under God, as well. You can check out my manga, Under God, 252 pages as well. $10 physical and digital. You can get volume 2 as well. So I'm working on getting the physicals for volume 2, and they will always be available. Keep that in mind. So get your copy while you can. And this is all hand drawn as well. Got a shill. But if you want your copy of Under God, volume 1 and volume 2, come here. angelsofrenaissance.com, and you can visit me on X, Instagram, and of course here on YouTube. So yeah. Now, let me go ahead and show off my gifts. And yeah, Yoshi, I ate like most of the candy and stuff. Thank you. It went very well with my dinner. Nothing too much. Getting ready to knock out your fan art. I just posted the fan art I did for Marsh. Wow, inspirational. That's what's up. I will see that. I want to check that out. Wow, inspirational. I like making mangas too. God bless you. Well, thank you. Yeah, no. Yeah, I love drawing. I've been drawing for a long time, and we're trying to shoot to get to volume 4 this year. So See, my live. I wonder if it's my connection because we have the company working outside, and now there's like 32 people here. So yeah, these were awesome as hell. When I got these, I was like, dude, I wish you didn't have to do that. These are so sweet. Thank you. So I'll cherish these. I have the big deluxe ones as well, but these, like, man, like I'm gonna keep these safe. Then I have this too. Thank you. Um, but yeah, no, I appreciate these very much, Yoshi. These were awesome gifts. Um, well, it looks pretty creepy. I these the way they are. I don't want to ruin these. That's why the deluxe are there to so I can tear into those. And sorry they didn't have volume one. Oh man, you are fine. You're fine. You are so fine, man. That's I appreciate everything you've done. So I make sure you don't regret what you're gonna receive. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Can we do some drawing? If my drawing looks like crap and it starts to look like Game Boy graphics, then this must be my internet connection. You know? So it's got to be my connection. So when I'm here drawing, I'm showing everyone the progress of the volumes worked on. No, I appreciate that very much. So you guys can actually see what's happening. Hell again. Hello again. I know right now it's in portrait mode and I'm not too happy with it in portrait mode. How are you doing, Arts and Chill? Huh, I just got a thing, except Frog Tony just uploaded a video. Yeah, it is 100% your connection. It is. Is it looking really messed up DTF right now, too? I'm going to leave now. Have a good night. Well, you have a good night, Ryan. If it's my film quality, my bad. If it comes down to it, I will try one more time. Well, thank you, Corey Horton. It's good to have you here. Love your work. Thank you. Is it that? Do you guys want me to restart? Just sometimes it messes up, but for the most part, it's fine. Okay. If it becomes too unbearable, you guys just be like, all right, Ralph, start over, please. So we put 45 minutes in the first part, and we're on part two. Gotta bring out the feather. What's going on, Nico Holiday? I think it's fine. It could be worse. How long does it usually take to draw a single comic page? It depends on the connection is good. Good. Thank you. Thank you. It depends on the subject matter and how much detail or what I'm gonna do with it. You know, like if it's gonna be like a building with like a bunch of details, it can take some time. But I plan on getting it done that day, or I'll do all the ink work and then I'll come back and then do my fine work and then ink washes and screen tones the next day. So right now, like when I work on stream, I have to kind of like limit myself because I'm on a camera. But when I'm off camera, I'm like working like a madman. But on here, I have to kind of tone things down because of the camera and um, the space that I'm working with to keep everything in the camera so you guys can see. All right, we're gonna add ink to her hair. I think I'm gonna take a wider brush. I'm gonna go pick up some ink tomorrow at some point. But yeah, no, very much appreciated the gifts and you know I enjoyed the candy and all this, the treats, and I had no complaints at all. I'm grateful. I'm happy. Thank you again. Now we're coloring her hair, putting in some ink. What's going on, Marshall? I had to jump off and come back, and I'm just having issues with my connection. Because we had the power company and the gas company, they're all like outside working on stuff right now. Or earlier they were. Trying to have a good clean stream. So yeah. No, I didn't hear. Who the fuck rhymes with soft? I'm gonna have to give you a call and ask you that. Eyebrows. Nose looks a little. Might have to work on her nose a little. Especially like working portrait mode. I'm like kind of working around the camera, like trying to like. I mean, I can look at the camera and draw, but it's just so kind of. I got used to that horizontal mode, so I'm not looking over the shoulder of my camera as I'm drawing or working. Quality is better. Good, good. I appreciate that. Now we can let her dry for a bit, and then I can add like some shadows and stuff around her nose with a finer nib. I just like to work with my G pen and my little finer nib. But before we do that, let's go to this next page, and I can work on these two panels too. And that one, that top one. She looking okay? Yeah, she looks okay. Probably add a little more to her hair. Oh, 2 seconds. Let me do that. It's like eating at me now. 2 seconds. I'm sure her hair's like good. Because in volume one, it's going live, reconnecting. All right, so we'll come back. Let her dry. Let her dry for a bit, and we can work on our eyelashes and all that stuff. But I always like to work on several pages at once because of the drying time. So it's always good to have like uh, several pages you're working on. Try this. There. How about let's go. Let's make this happen. Really trying to push it. Did you have any reference when designing your characters? I did not. How long did it take you to decide on a look when you were when you look you were satisfied with? On some real stuff, it just felt like the character's always been there. It really didn't take too much. Um, no, October had a tail the whole time, and I wrote this thing when I was like, man, when I was like in grade school, kind of thing, you know. But I just wasn't ready to. I didn't know how it was gonna turn out. I didn't know what it was gonna be. So I took my old designs and just revamped them. But yeah, no references. Just I always liked anime and manga growing up. I guess I can say I was a bit influenced by that. Yeah, the strange stuff that they draw sometimes, and it just kind of stuck with me. I'm making sure this image is like in the camera's eye because like I said, it's like I'm drawing over my camera shoulder. So I'm like making sure that is it crooked or is it straight on? Yeah, these characters have always been with me for a long time. It's just now I'm like at that age where they're just like, yeah, you're ready to draw us, man. She got your October here. She's half dragon, and Sevens is human. But I'm not supposed to ruin that for my readers. Guess I'll find out. Hopefully tomorrow's stream ain't gonna be all messed up, cause man, cause right now I'm like drawing this portrait mode and it's just kind of so awkward. I know I did it before, but I'm so used to the horizontal. Her eyebrows should be like concerned look on her eyes. I have an idea of what I want my main character to look like. I just haven't been able to get her correct on page yet. Keep practicing on her, you know, draw her, keep drawing her. All your characters, like in some way, they're your actors and actresses, and you're setting the stage for them to do their play on. How you doing, Colin Coop? You're new here. We come here and draw every day. I'm using a nib, G pen, and dipping inks. Working on my manga undergod as well. Yes, the our nibs. The G pen is what this nib is. Yes, freaking love it. It's everything here is hand drawn, no AI. Um, I just want to just rely on the human efforts, human ingenuity. You know, we still can think. We have imaginations and all that stuff. It's nothing wrong with the computer and AI, but I don't want, you know, but there, it's going to happen. People will be dependent on it to a point where maybe one day art will die out within people, you know. But in my book, never. Art will always be here. Death Race 907, how are you doing? How many years have you been drawing for? For a long time. Many years. I want to be a pro artist. You totally can. You got to start. Practice, practice, practice. Doing good, good, good. Yeah, I've been drawing for a long time. And I always say drawing art is my savior. It's always helped me go through the tough times. And I can document, record, you know, with my drawing and create journals or create stories and create worlds and all those good things. On some real stuff when I'm in solitude, like that's where I shine. I'm never alone, feel lonely or nothing like that. It's just I my solitude is my freedom, and when I'm there, I can create anything and be anywhere and be everywhere. That's crazy good. Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm one of the creators in the indie scene as well. This whole, you know, got a book out. Working on volume 3 of Under God right now. Just dropped 2 this year. Uh, I'm getting ready to drop the third one or second one in physical format. That's so I'm so wanting that myself. How you doing, Mr. D Man? I'm back. It's yeah, I was having some issues with my connection. Let her dry a bit. Well, I can. Yeah, I'm gonna give her a few minutes to dry. Then I'll jump back over here because I don't want to smear, you know, the inks and stuff. So I'll jump back over on my other page and get. I'll be right back. All right, Colin. I'll start adding little details, the finer details. Dude, my Wi-Fi is going in and out. I hate technology. Yeah, that's one thing. Like my stuff is acting up as well. So if it starts getting all weird and choppy and stuff, you guys just let me know, and then I will call it a night on the stream. Cause I'm thinking I'm having connection issues over here as well. So I mean, how's the quality looking so far over on your guys' end? Like, life. Life inspired me to draw. What inspired me to draw? It was life. It's good, good. Thank you, lady. Thank you. I was inspired by all events in life, things, you know, good and bad, movies and all that stuff. It's just like one of those things like, man, I really want to write something. I want to make an epic story, or many epic stories, or just, do what the old masters did. Kind of keep that legacy alive. Oh, fuck. Hopefully that doesn't. Yeah, that looks okay. But that's what inspired me, just seeing the old masters work on their craft, and I was like, man, that looks so cool. And I also wanted to contain or gain that knowledge of drawing, like, you know, listening to the baseball game while watching you stream. Who's playing? I didn't know you watch baseball or listen. Yeah, I didn't know you were a baseball fan. Connection is good here. Don't leave us yet unless you have other things to do. All right, I won't leave. I won't leave until, well, 9:30 ish, because I gotta help my dad out. I gotta give him his medication and help him out. White Sox versus Royals. Ken Griffey Jr. played for the Royals, right? Am I right? I'm back. Hello. It was Kirby Puckett that's no longer around. Man, I sound old. Seattle Mariners, yes. Yeah, that's right. Yes, that's right. Because he had a game on the Super Nintendo. Your goal is similar to mine. I want to tell stories. What made you decide to do it through a visual medium and not just writing? I asked because I asked myself that. Because I feel that I can cover more ground. It's almost like if I have to explain a room, instead of explaining it in words, I can explain it in art. I like to eat oranges. You ever try tangerines? Nami likes oranges from One Piece, I think. Yeah, she had an orange tree on the boat. I'm trying to make my own story, but I'm struggling with storytelling. Any tips? Man, that is, man. How do I do this? Because everyone has their. I kind of see it from, everyone has like different life perspectives and things that they've gone through. Me personally, I'm just writing from my own experiences and experiences from others, and I'm just kind of like mashing it into a fantasy story, sort of like, you know, just taking everything from our own struggles and actually making it into something like, and it's kind of hard for me to really explain that, but um, that's kind of my best way to explain. 'Cause it's just like, it's like, what compels you to write such a story, like this story, I can't really say what it is, because then it'll lose its magic and you guys will know what it is. Like even this story, it's like it's a build up to, what I'm telling. I mean, I'm telling you, but it's like, yeah. So yeah, just really like if you're gonna write a story about a mountain climber or something, someone climbing the mountain, like what, and you want to tell a Mount Everest story or something like that, like how would you go about that, or why are you even writing it? You just got to have a good imagination, I guess. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, thank you. Yes, you just have to have a good imagination and have awareness and study, like learn from around you, learn from life, and that's what it comes down to. All right, she should be dry now. What I'll do is this. The feather has to come out. Got to use the feather duster. My screen time's gotta go off. Bye. Well, you have a good one, Colin. Old school inking technique, yes. That's how I love working. Come back next time. I'll be here. 7:30 tomorrow. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Be here 7:30 tomorrow. Bring your drawing supplies, bring yourself, and bring your thoughts. We appreciate you being here, and thank you for the sub. Thank you. We're getting close to 1,000, you guys. We're getting there. Yeah. Stop in tomorrow. Same time, same place. Gotta erase, do some erasing. Get her all cleaned up. Yo, send Rob this link tomorrow. I think he's not streaming with Jessica. Okay. Yeah. He's jumped on a couple times. I mean, briefly. Me, I used to jump on everyone else's streams in the past, and then now when I start streaming, I haven't been doing that as much because I want to try to grow this audience. Need to go. Bye. Well, you have a good one, Neo Netum. Thank you for stopping in. We'll see you tomorrow, and the quality will be better. I'll have things going a little better. Yeah. And I'll send Rob that link. Cool, yeah. I'll do that before I go live. I think he wanted to get a copy of Undergod. I was just going to send him one, but my supplies are limited right now, and I can't really give out copies like that. So right now, because of the limited amount of books and the title, I'm just going to have to sell those because I can't just give them out. And on top of that, the money sales also go to Volume 2 hardcovers. Or not hardcovers, but physical copies, paperbacks. All right, so we're gonna go ahead clean her up with the feather. Always get a good feather. Get you a good feather. I feel like she needs her shoulder right here. Yeah, she does. Her shoulder should be right there. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Man, we got 20 people here. That's freaking cool. Guess the thumbnails really do help. But if you guys are new here, you guys hit that like button. Or if you've been here, hit that like button. And yeah, if you're new, subscribe. Let's make this channel grow, and yeah, let's grow this thing. I appreciate it. Cool. Yeah. We got books on hand. October is pulling in the viewers. That's what's up. Oh, that drawing. Hello. What's going on, the Dark Donner? Sounds like a serious name. How are you? Yeah, she definitely is. She's it'd be cool to if she becomes the best girl one of these days. But we just gotta keep putting out the books. Nothing much. I'm good. Pretty boring day. How are you? Doing pretty good. I'm enjoying drawing on my manga, Volume 3 of Under God, and she is the best girl already. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right about that, Yoshi. She is. Yeah, everything is good. Just enjoying the night. Um, been having some issues in my stream a little bit with my connection. But other than that, we're working out fine. But yes, she is the best girl. Thank you. I'm still in a beginner road. I love supporting and watching other artists. Well, that's what's up. How many pages in each volume? Okay, you guys are gonna have to chill for a second. Then I'm gonna go ahead and paint in her hair. Okay, we got volume 1 of Under God. Get it for $10, and it's running at 252 pages. Physical copies, $10. You can't beat that. All hand drawn, no AI, no digital 3D models, nothing. It's all hand drawn from yours truly. And volume 2 is out as well. 252 pages for this. Volume 2 runs at 278 pages, running at $10 as well. And you can get it here, angelsoftherenaissance.com. So come check it out. And read volume 1 and 2. You can get the digital download or the physical. Right now I'm working on getting physicals for volume 2. So yeah, come check out my manga, Under God, volume 1 and 2. Yeah, and it's available all day. There's no Kickstarter campaign where you only get it at one time. No, it's up on the site and you can always get them. So get your limited edition of this before this title gets changed because there's only so many of these books. And I do sign them and send them out to you. I do the distribution as well. So I better get back to arting. But I had to chill for a second. But yeah, and right now I'm working on volume 3. We're trying, and I speak in third person a lot. We are going for shooting for volume 4 this year, so we've been on it. So, oh, that's rad. Man, this time is flying. It's like 40 minutes already. Going on 40 minutes. Got work in the morning. Bye bye. Thank you for stopping by, DTF. I'd like to know more about your book next time and your writing. But I appreciate you for stopping in. Or, let's see. Before I go, I just got to say this, but your art is so beautiful. Cover. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, it's good to having you here at Death Race 907. Come back tomorrow, and you can come hang out and draw. Just hang, you know. I do my best to be the best host for you guys and draw at the same time and be as responsive as possible. Stop in again tomorrow. I appreciate it. And every little bit helps and counts. So I'm thinking a couple years it'd be cool to have a fan art book, you know, of everyone's fan art and stuff. And just do a book strictly on that. That would be awesome. Just looked it up. This looks awesome. My desk or my book. I'm curious. Yes, it's funny how this came about because at first I was doing for on volume 1 I was doing a Kickstarter campaign and it failed. But I appreciate everyone that helped for real, and so I just paid it out of pocket myself, and then I was like, yeah, no, we're gonna have physical copies for everyone, regardless if the campaign failed or not. Let's still do it. So I'm starting to see, um, yeah. How long have I been drawing for? I don't give a specific answer, but I'll just, for a long time. I've been drawing for a long time. A long time. I guess I could make it a guessing game, kind of. Let you guys guess for how long. I mean, I've been drawing since I was born, pretty much. I keep waiting for you to tell me you started like a month ago. Oh no. Been let's just say since a child, a baby, kind of, pretty much. Been drawing since I was a baby. Because I guess because in a way, like I said, it felt like an escape, and I was pretty introverted. Still am, but I could be extroverted if need be. But I've gotten better with my social issues. But yeah, drawing helped me cope with a lot of things and deal with my own problems and understand things. That's why I keep saying it's my savior. These characters, they've always been with me. Almost like following you around until they feel that you're ready to start drawing them. Like, they've always been there. So it's like one of those things like, oh, you ready? You're not ready to draw me yet. And that's kind of what I was getting out of them. That sounds a little out there, but I'm just stating. That's genius. That's genuinely beautiful. I appreciate that. What is going on, Chunky Seal? You made it. You got to join. Yeah, it was. We were having little issues earlier with the stream, so this is the second part of it. So I'll stick around as long as I can, but I do have to help my father out here in a bit. So, but no, I'll be here. Very chunky Seal, yes, indeed. I'm glad to have everyone here. And I see we got quite the viewers here. 14. What's up? Indeed, I am round. I never thought of that like that. There. Go back and do little fine work around her face and stuff. But this other page should be dry. I'll let her dry right here for a bit, and I'll come back. Yeah, doing this horizontal portrait mode is so freaking hard to work on because I have to contort myself just to draw somewhat. Javi just how are you doing? Did you went to go to school for art? Love your work. It's inspiring. I didn't. I did not go to school for art. I taught myself actually. Went through the headache. Thank you. I appreciate that. Went through the headaches. Went through all that stuff. But yeah, same. It's like such a unique art style. So you keep drawing, you'll start to see that your art becomes like your own fingerprint, where you'll have it. So it's one of those things. You'll develop your skill and it becomes like a fingerprint. I feel generally blessed to scroll upon someone as caring and inspiring. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. I do care about art. I care about stories. I care about the characters, the direction, and also being consistent too. So my goal is to try to put out 4 books a year if I can do that, and they're over hundreds of pages long. I want to over deliver. I'm gonna share a small story. Go ahead. We're all ears. We're here. Share your story with us. My friend told me in his class someone threw a table at someone else. Why would they do that? Like a full table. Did they do something to deserve that? For the funnies. I mean, literally setting the table. Like, why would they do that? Wait, I'll be right back. All right. Almost looks like a gyro from JoJo Part 7. I still need to finish JoJo. I didn't get to finish that all. I don't think I'm that far yet. Throwing chairs in class. How old are y'all? Yeah, I'm curious too. I seen one dude in my school back then, like, he was a big dude, but he wasn't doing nothing. It was pretty harmless. And the dude was like, I was in detention. I was in trouble for being tardy. And freaking dude was just sitting there, and the dude just like took my desk and just hit him with it. And the guy was like, "What are you gonna do? Or you just sit there and cry?" And the dude just sat there and cried. Let's see. I am 3,000 years old. Man, tell me about what happened in the past 3,000 years. No, we met a long time ago. I was watching Golgo 13, and there's this one episode where the dude started like a cult, like a religion or something, and he had these people brainwashed. So Golgo 13 had to go in there and act. He had to assassinate him. But when the guy met him in his little cult, like because Golgo had to act like he was gonna enter his cult, so he had to act like an NPC for a bit. And the dude walked up to him. He was like, "No, I think we've met each other. No, not once, but maybe 1,000 years ago." Kind of like that. Kind of like meeting up with someone that's from a certain time, or someone that's cut from the same cloth, kind of deal. Let's see. What is with you all and attacking each other with desk? Yeah, get the four-leg treatment. Can't argue with the seal. I'm gonna ask my friend about the full story on the table throwing. Man, jeez. I'm not gonna just hit you with the table. I'm not gonna just hit you with the chair. I'm gonna hit you with the table. Yeah, kids today. Nico's a 60-year-old man. No, you're not 60. Stop, I'm audibly laughing. Yeah, did it look cool though? I mean, like, was it like WWF, WWE, SmackDown stuff? Let's see. I used to work at a studio and we combined fine art with pop culture and anime. That's cool. Yeah, that's what's up. I like that. I usually paint anime stuff. I've been in a few galleries here and there. Yeah, same here. I totally agree with that. No, I love that stuff too. I do oil paintings and acrylic paintings. I've posted some up, and that's the other my other venue of doing commission work or just selling paintings. I'll have paintings available soon on my website as well, like so you guys can actually get original pieces from me. Man, y'all make me feel old. I haven't been in school in a long time. Neither have I. It's been a long time since I've been in school. That's all right. There's a fly flying around me, and I'm very angry. Take a bottle of rubbing alcohol and spray that dude. He'll crash and burn. Meet with his shadow. So we got this going. Let that dry. Yeah, it'll work. Rubbing alcohol, 90% proof in a squirt bottle, that will end up fly. I always bring that up. It's just, I'm like very sanitary with things. I don't know if I should do that. Random question. How many languages do y'all learn in school? Uh, see, we had Spanish, French, some German, I think. But that was a long time ago. But now it's just like I'll kind of try to teach myself now. Because last year I was stuck learning four. Dang, that's good. The thing is, I'm not from this country. I'm actually from the Philippines, but I've lived here all my life. So I was born over there. I used to speak several languages myself. I'm coughing violently on. Oh my god, how is this thing alive? Are you serious? They have those little shotguns with like salts in it. You can put salt in it and you can use it like to a fly. Yeah, I'm actually from the Philippines, the Big Island. It won't die. Yeah, don't burn yourself. I want one. What do you want? Like, yeah, I was actually born over there. I'm half and half. My father is from here. Oh yeah, salt shotty, yes. He was in the Air Force and I was born over there. How you doing, Kendall girl? We're doing some work on Under God Volume 3 and throwing tables and shooting flies. I know. I'll come back to this page and start inking this page. We'll ink this page. She's looking pretty snazzy. We can add a little shadows and stuff. Do some fine work. Yep, that's how we are. Have no shame in the game. I know you can say other things than that, Kendall girl. It's your user? I'm confused now. As much as I love anime, I'm interested in paintings of old, like from France and Russia. I was told my work is unique, and was good at and I was good at figurative and illustrative work. I'll have to see your work sometime. Oh snap, Air Force. I'm not military, but I work on an Air Force base currently. Really? So I used to live on the one in Oklahoma City, Tinker. I used to live on Tinker Air Force Base, and my dad was a master sergeant. He's not telepathic. Thick with the two C's. An 8-foot oil painting of October bathing in a lake could attract some serious buyers. You know what? I actually have that. I actually do have a 8-foot painting of October's like full size, and it's in Queens right now. It's in Queens. It's her and her sister actually walking around a tree. If I can find an image of that, I'll have to show you. No, he was Air Force. I almost joined. I wanted to be a fighter pilot at some point. Bro, that's pretty good art. Not even I can draw like that yet. Well, I appreciate you, Kendall. If you want to see, I've got my manga Undergod. You do have one. Today is a happy day. I do. I do. Um, but like I said, it's in my when I lived in Queens or lived in Manhattan and going between Queens and Manhattan on the train. Uh, yeah, I had a care of some buildings. Yeah, a lot of military brats. I was taking care of some buildings here and taking care of some buildings in Manhattan and Queens, and I had my roommate at the time. He was like a brother to me. I was selling art in Union Square, and he was like, "Dude, I gotta have that painting." And I had this. Uh, when I left Manhattan to go back to Ohio for a little bit to check on family, I was working on this large painting of October and her sister Fauna, and I took that with me to Manhattan, and for exchange, I ended up living in Queens for a bit because of that painting. It allowed me to have a place for a bit. So that's how I would kind of make money a bit, just sell paintings and sell art on the streets. I was selling like pictures of October and the characters and stuff on the streets. Actually, that's so crazy where things have gone. So if you're ever in New York and you had one of these pictures of her, that would be cool. Um, my dream is to have paintings in public places like a library or hospital. You totally can do it. You just got to get the right connections, meet people, rub elbows, and that's all you need. And just show them your work and show that you're consistent and you're about your game. I'm watching this upside down right now. Is it upside down? How about that? I throw you off a bit. Wow. Took you to you took your New York. Yeah. Wow. What took you to New York originally? Dealing with this bullshit in Ohio. Um, in the art places here in Ohio, I won an art contest, did this large oil painting, and it took someone from New York to, because no one ever, because the judges here in Ohio, here, um, they, in Mansfield, I just say, Mansfield, Ohio, they, they, let's just say the judges are friends with each other. They're in cahoots. So someone from New York came to Ohio for this art event. It was a big event, a May show, and it's the first time that this ever happened that anyone showed up from out of state, to this to be a judge. And she's seen the oil painting I did. It's a large one. I'll put it up on my post tonight. And that one, and after that one, I got pretty much almost got threats and letters and from people that were part of that whole art community. I mean, these people are like high up, like high up there in this community. Um, they made sure they're like one guy that knew a lot of those judges and people. He said, "Hey, just to let you know, any art competition you enter, um, just to let you know that you're not gonna win any more of them." So I said, "Really?" So I did my last art show here, and when I did it, I lost, of course. And the other artists, they came up to me with their paychecks and said, "Hey, you should be getting this, not us." And I said, "No, no, keep your check. You guys did well. I know what this is about." So I said, "Fuck this." Grabbed my painting for Manhattan. Because when I'm not needed or wanted somewhere, I know when to leave. I'm like, okay, fuck you. I'm out. I'll go do my thing and build something over here. So when I'm dealing with other indie creators like that, I get that same sense of energy. Like, oh man, fuck that creator. That's the same kind of energy I get from those people in the gallery. Like, they're not it's about money, all about material. It's not about helping things grow, not helping grow in the community, nothing like that. Yeah, exactly how I see it. Why do you have gloves on? So I can keep my hands clean. Oh shit, my battery's about to die. I got to keep my hands clean, and it makes things so much easier. When I gotta ink and stuff, so I'm not washing ink off my hands. You do oil painting. Do you usually paint? Is it like work you do now? Oh yeah, I do oil paints. I do oil paints. I do gouache, watercolors. Matter of fact, I guess I can show one if you guys don't mind. Show them some. Show you guys some stuff. Where are we at? Sadly, I understand the art scene in my town is very controlled and limited. Yeah, it's very controlled, limited, even the art. Like I'll go out and try to meet like some of the art ladies that are in art. I like women. I like fucking women. Like not like that. Don't say, "Hey, you fucking asshole." Like I love women. I like the women community. I love women that draw and have an artistic sense and have a mind of their own and are educational, not dumb. So, but I'm learning in the art community. There's a lot of that. There's back then they're more intelligent, but now I've realized it's gotten pretty dumb. So, okay, I'm gonna answer your questions. I'm answering. Gloves on. Why do I have gloves? Oil paintings. And I'm showing you my paintings. I can show you my bigger ones. I'll have to get up and actually do that one day. Sadly, I understand the art scene in my town is very controlled and limited. Very, yeah. It's like a company county here. Everyone's in cahoots, and they're like, "No, we don't want you to grow, man." These are like wash paintings on ballpoint pen and stuff. How scummy? I agree. Very scummy. How despicable? Yes. Okay. Oh, okay. Everyone. Yep. What's your favorite color? I like them all. I love all colors. It's like one of those things. Like I don't have a favorite because I'll tend to gravitate to whatever like I feel is right. I really don't. I used to have a favorite color, but as time grew and as I grew, it was just like I realized I like them all. I like them all in their own way. So it's really hard question on that. Ralph is a surgeon on the page. Gotta be. Gotta do the surgery right, you know? Makes sense. For me, I find the art world weird. Everyone acts like a horny teenager. Yeah, it's just very strange. Like, um, very the social, like, like I can do work like this, nothing to do with me, you know? So a lot of times when people see me, I don't let them know that I draw. They don't know that. Even in the art scene, I'll just check out the work and stuff. And then when I'm trying to be cordial and friendly, some of them are cool, but then some of them like very standoffish, and they let their politics run their shit. So it's kind of hard to know who's what and what's what. DeviantArt, yeah. It's funny. I was on DeviantArt when it first started, pretty much almost. Adults acting like teenagers. I agree, 100%. They're just so stuck up, like big kids, and with power. Um, it depends on the artist and art style. Hmm. I like women too. Yeah, yeah. I love women are like have class and also game out. They can play games and they can cool. Be down to earth. But these days it's just it's so weird and confusing. It's just like don't talk to me. How dare you? I'm like, man, what the fuck is wrong with you? Get fucked and get lost. Let's see. Yeah, I've had trouble meeting other artists. Yeah, I've learned that doing this art stuff in my community, they fucking hate me here. And I don't do anything. I don't say nothing sideways or nothing. They're just fucking weird. That's DeviantArt. A bunch of adults acting like kids. Too many clicks. Yeah, like way too many clicks. Like, oh, you're doing this or that. No, we don't want you. We don't want you doing this stuff. Or I'm offended by your artwork. How dare you draw naked women? Like, fuck off. I'll draw what the fuck I want. You can go to hell in a handbasket. All I care. So I was on that site for 12 years. Yes, that site. I mean, jeez, man, that place, DeviantArt. It's been over. Man, how old is DeviantArt? Kind of think about it. That would have taken me like a week to do that. What this? Oh, I'm just showing some work. I always show this off when very artistic. Damn, thank you. Would have taken me a year. For real, it's so real. No, it's just you know, when I was in court, because I had to do jury duty, I I just sat there and drew. I did not want to be part of that. I mean, the crime was pretty crazy, and they probably went by my facial expressions because of what it was, and they're like, "Yeah, we can't have you be part of the jury," because so yeah. I once paint in the night shift. I was the unicorn artist at work who paints at a gym. Everyone greeted me, and I would have the most deep talks. But in the galleries, people are weird. 100%. Yeah. Anything with the art stuff, or I'm at the coffee shop, I'll draw at the coffee shop. There's like, other artists that'll be there, and they're like, man, fuck you, dude. Like, how dare you talk to me? But when I was in the courtroom, everyone wanted to ask questions and talk. But the coffee shop, art gallery, those places, even this one lady friend I had, we were about to go on a date, and she, apparently I just wasn't bougie enough, or I don't know, I don't get it. I'm like, man, you're gonna hang out. We're gonna go hang out, go do some stuff, some drawing and all that. But I realized that I don't have a plot of land, an acre of land, and a silver spoon in my mouth, and I started to see, you know, because I'm not rich. I don't have a ton of money like that, and I just don't understand the whole art scene. It's just like we want to get integrated with your emotions, your feelings of who you are, but when you start who you are, oh, we don't want nothing to do with that. So which is it? I don't know. Hell in a handbasket is fun, and I always hated DeviantArt. Yeah, for real. So now, because I'm doing this, and when I'm on Instagram, I have people from the art community in my town that's on my Instagram that see what I'm doing, but I bet you they will never, not even my own town, my own community, will ever back me up, support me. And I've learned this through the years. It takes people from outside of my state, people from outside of my county to actually see the art and appreciate it. I was on DeviantArt from 2007 to 2019. You'd have to pay me like 100,000 to go back. I bet you'd go back for 10 grand. I bet. I haven't been in there forever, but yeah, that place has grown into something quite unique. I remember going on DeviantArt to play games in school to get around all the block sites. They had a lot of stuff on there, yes. Uh, DeviantArt and Newgrounds. Newgrounds, I always loved the Flash animations and the games in there. Newgrounds was cool. And I was doing Flash animation at the time, pretty heavy as well. They must really like your work. In this economy, no one's rich. You're well, true and not true because there's people. Some are well off. I used to be friends with rich kids, and they show me the ropes and everything. But for talented people, they are insecure and chase the crazy Miami life. Yeah, yeah. I've dealt with both rich and poor. I guess I can give you guys a story. So when I was in Manhattan, I might have told this already. I might, but I'll tell it again. So when I was in Manhattan, I was selling artwork on the streets of Union Square, where everyone goes. So I was in Union Square selling arts. I was selling drawings like this. So on my site, I'll be selling drawings like this. So I would sell stuff like this, little knickknacks. And this guy came up with a Transylvanian accent, old guy, probably like a 1,000 years old. And he came up to me and he was like, long fingernails too. He was like, "Hey, I want to buy this piece. I want this, Transylvania accent." Yeah, sure. Then he gave me a card to come up to his penthouse. I was like, "Oh, dude, you got a penthouse? Come up to his place or his high rise or whatever at a certain time." So I was like, "Okay," because he wanted to commission me for something, and I was like, "Okay." And I get up there on Fifth Avenue, go up to this place, got a door greeter. I was like, "Whoa, this place is fancy." I always thought it was in the movies, like Home Alone 2. And I go up there, and the guy's wearing a coat, takes me in the elevator, takes me all the way up. And it was so fancy, like too rich for my blood. And I go up there, and, he's up there. He's like, "Hey, welcome to my humble abode," kind of thing. And he shows me where he put my artwork next to his Marilyn Monroe photograph. He said something about that being an original Marilyn Monroe, but it was and he had all these sculptures like from Africa and stuff, and they actually had like a gravel ground where these sculptures stood on, like very fancy. And it was the top floor. So he wanted me to do this big painting for him. I was like, okay, I can do that. He was commissioning, but also he was like, oh yeah, I want to show you some stuff. Okay, so he shows me this book of, it was like a book of a Church of Bones. You know, like one of those. Like it was a church with human bones, and he says I go there every year, and there's a big dusty photo album. I said, wow. I said, man, I seen this on the Discovery Channel or something. And then he wanted to show, go out on the roof of this building. So I go out on the roof, and there's like this. I'll draw it. I can draw. I will draw it. So up on this roof, you had this. I'll use the back of it. So okay, let's just say I'm standing here, and he's right over here, and there's this glass thing that was on the top floor, like that. So I went and stood right here, and there's this. You can actually see the Empire State Building like this, and it was coming out of the ground at a weird angle, like so fucking weird, like that. It was something like that, and you can see all the buildings around the Empire State Building. Very cool. I was enjoying the view, and then he started trying to do stuff, and I was like, yeah, I gotta go, because Ralph doesn't do that. So and I never finished his piece. Let's see. I'm gonna read your comments. Lady Elena, you draw and animate as well. That's such an amazing skill. Yes, she does. Except billionaires. Yeah, they're freaking loaded. They're set. And I know, right? Newgrounds is awesome. I agree. It is just me or lagging for everyone. Is it lagging now? Shit, I should have read the stuff sooner. If I had money like that, I'd open up an art school in the hood. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff I would do as well. An art school and an education, like a renew of education, and start giving discipline out too, so people can be better citizens. Does anyone else play instruments here? I don't. I always wanted to learn to play the saxophone, but I just didn't have the lung capacity for it. When I live in Arizona, everyone loved my art. Here, no one cares. See? Yeah, no one. Here, no one gives a damn. They're all about. I don't know. It's weird. We live in the twilight zone. Guys, I have to go now. It's in the AC in the morning. It's 8. It's early for you. I'm gonna miss my bus. Oh yeah, get on your bus. I had fun today. I'll try and join tomorrow. Yeah, thank you for stopping in. We appreciate you being here. Thank you. Thank you. I always appreciate you guys having being in. Um, and guys, wish me luck. I have exams in 2 days. I wish you luck and study. Do the best. Be the best. Penthouse. Yes, penthouse. Man, I hate those people. Talk about penthouse or lifestyles not most people can follow. It was weird being the only male in the studio there were conversations I shouldn't be a part of. Hey, it's okay. It's fine. I remember one time I was in Queens and I had a bunch of ballerina dancers. They needed a stand-in. I didn't know how to dance, so I just stood in for the dancers, and they just danced around, and I just held certain props on their stage, and I thought it was cool. Was it? Ooh. Oh, he wanted some services. Yeah, and those services don't come with this. So the only service you'll get is do you want a painting or a drawing? It's alright, it's fine. Had to go real quick. Almost look like Fate characters. These piano, but beginner. Okay. Oh yeah, I love the piano. Like classical music, I love classical music. OPP. Sorry. Sorry. It's okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's like yeah, they're very strange people in Manhattan. Very strange. I mean, I loved it, you know. Um but yeah, here in my town, my state, in my town, they do not care. It's only who you know and who you're rubbing elbows with, and it's just me. I just don't compromise. I just don't like following rules. Or I mean, I'll follow rules. You know, I won't go out of my way to break them and harm someone trying to do that. No, that's stupid. But you know, when it comes to like drawing and painting, I like to break the rules. The picture you're using for the thumbnail, I really like it. Is it part of your artwork you sell? Oh, that's October actually. That's her. I mean, I have a big painting of it. I did an oil painting of it, but it's one of those things where I will probably end up painting again because I want to go back to my old pictures and start painting them. You know, peace out. Well, you have a good one, Mr. D man. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, I think I'm gonna jump off here in 8 more minutes. I gotta go help my dad out for a bit. So yeah, if you do have a digital one, I wouldn't mind buying one. Hmm. I'll keep that in mind. When I get my Shopify stuff going, I will let you know. Um, yeah, I have more digital ones too. So yeah, I could totally do that. So everyone see my traditional work. You see how I work traditional, but my digital work, you'll see that's how I work. That's what my digital looks like on my thumbnail. To give you guys an idea, I like working traditional, digital, you know, but right now mostly traditional. But anything with on digital, I can transfer it over to real stuff. How much you commission? That depends on how big the painting is, or how big the piece is, and how much time, and what material you want it. You know. Um, Sounds good. And if you decide to paint more of it, keep me in mind for that as well. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I'll have paintings up there. Um, the big like when I have the smaller paintings, they might go like this, like drawings like this. I'll just say real quick, like drawings this size, like this index card size, because I might just end up drawing them on index cards, like I did in Manhattan. Put a cardboard back on them and wrap them in plastic. $25 to $50 at most. You know, uh, when it starts to get to bigger stuff, it'll be like in 100, couple hundreds. But when it's like reaching like the painting I did with the Pokemon stuff and the One Piece, that's at least a few stacks right there. And I use the money to buy the physicals, and to add to this company too. The card game is what I really want to get out as well. So that's done, and I have PG-13 drawings, or no, 18 drawings up here, and I don't know how I'm gonna get that on that site like that. I mean, they're new drawings, kind of out there, and yeah, commission. Yeah, it depends on the size. Like, what are you looking for, and what do you want? But on some real stuff, I would really like to just put out my own work, and people can just buy it from there. Because when it comes to doing commissions, and I have to think what to do, and try to work with the client, it can get a little slow. But when I have pieces already made, and I just do it and people love it. Like my thumbnail, it makes things so much easier because I can work and focus on my book and not think about what I need to make for someone. The only thing about art school was the nude models. See, I never went, but I always hear about the nude models and you know, I see it and stuff, but like in movies, but never in person. But yeah, the art community here is bollocks. They they do play favorites, and you do have to know someone, or else I don't care how you draw or what you do, they don't want nothing to do with you. So it's kind of their loss too, because and then you start seeing them like, damn, is it because they all have nose rings and all that shit? Because every one of them they got fucking nose rings. I ain't trying to knock on that shit or nothing, but it's just where I live at. It's just I'm starting to see the patterns. Like, man, why you gotta act all nasty for? I just want a cup of coffee, or I'm just trying to get through. Like, how dare you look my way? How dare you fucking open the door, motherfucker? Don't you fucking say anything? Yeah, you're right. Probably too clean cut. Probably. Maybe you're right. Yeah, the community here is broken. Like it's just I have no hope for it. Like I have a nurse aide that shows up in the morning to come help. Why can't you use 3D models like in Blender? Because I like drawing my own stuff. And I know how to use Blender too. I love Blender. But that's one thing I won't do is do that because why? You know, when I can draw my own buildings and render my own back, there's other creators out here. I mean, they're pretty popular, but they're heavily use a lot of AI and 3D models for backgrounds and stuff, and it shows. And to me, I'm just like, nah, I don't want to do that. I want to keep delivering the human experience as much as I can through hand drawn work. Yeah, 3D assets. Uh, you know, Other people can use it if they want. No knock against them. Whatever. Because it's one of those things. Well, I'm having a hard time draw a building, or I'm just lazy. I don't feel like drawing a building, or this building doesn't look right, and it's frustrating. Understood. Totally understood. Nothing wrong with it. But me personally, I don't want to do it. I just refuse. I had too many people ask me, I wish I could paint like you, but have great conversations with uh like you but have great conversations with. But talking artists is like talking to degenerates. Some, not all. Yeah, no, I agree. I had one talk to me like I'm dumb. Do you understand what this means? Do you understand at all? Like, you can quit talking like that. You're not. I'm like, I'm sorry I didn't grow up rich or had things like you, but like, yeah, maybe I don't understand your life and where you come from. Well, anyways, let's see. Yeah, it is. It's like talking to degenerates, and they're always saying, hey, you gotta express yourself. But as soon as you express yourself as an artist, they're like, they say, fuck you. We don't want nothing to do with you. But then you just say art was about expressing oneself and all this, and so I'm confused. Like I said, we live in the twilight zone, and they let their politics get to their head, and I can't deal with that. I'm trying to learn some. I'm trying to learn to draw without using 3D models myself. Just my choice. Yeah, totally. Just you can totally do it. Like, and that's the thing. I learned it without 3D models as well. I use myself as an example, but yeah, you don't have to do that. The 3D stuff is there is for like making shortcuts to make your workload easier on you. You know, I like the challenge of actually coming up with the buildings and doing all that stuff. I like challenging myself. That's the difference on that. Let's see. No, I don't sell my artwork. Sorry, Randy. I try to use reference as much as possible. Yeah, if you're using reference like if I like the train in volume 2, I needed reference for that. I needed to understand how that train worked. But the human body, you do it enough times, you get to a point where you're like, okay, I don't need this anymore. You start to understand how to manipulate the stick figure and the shapes to your desire. Then it'll start making sense. Yeah. Sorry, I was talking to the streamer. You're fine. You know, you're talking to a non-artist when they ask, "Do you draw or do you trace?" What the fuck? Yeah, I had It's funny. I was living in Manhattan, and I was in Union Square, and I had this crazy lady. I had a painting propped up on the tree, and I was like taking a little lunch break, and this crazy lady comes up to the painting and starts arguing with my painting, and the police and some of the people in the park were walking around and just watching her argue with my picture as she's walking away from it. And I thought, man, that is insane. Like, there are people who draw ass and tits and even sex, but there are artists who talk shit like orgy and then some, and some young artists fall into that trap. OPP. Yeah, yeah. Orgy and threesome and some young artists fall into. Yeah, that's all it takes. That's all it takes. Like, right here, like, yeah, in this town, a lot of the women here, a lot of women, men, I guess too, fucking useless, like degenerate, like literally, like they have rather date a chomo and they have a kid, and then it's just like that's the mindset here. It's just like why are you so degenerate? Like, why are you so angry all the time? So when people say, "Hey, why are you always alone, Ralph?" You know why? I like my solitude. It's freedom because I ain't got someone next to me bitching at me for dumb shit. Like, who wants that? Fuck that noise. I'm sorry, start ranting a bit. I just get a little irritated with the whole art scene here, and I say it in quotations. It's like one of those things you're not invited. You see what everyone they're doing, and you're into that stuff, but you're not allowed in the party. I mean, they say they want you there, but when you're there, it just feels so distant. Like, there's no connection. And you're right, that's how tables get thrown. Because you're enjoying yourself. Why am I still here? You're enjoying the conversation. You like us. You do, right? That's how tables get thrown. Exactly. fucking go wild and out. Damn, we're an hour 30. Is the quality look like crap right now? Like the all digital and stuff? Because it's an hour and 30. It's past the hour and 30-minute mark. Yeah, relationships do suck. Um, like I said, my solitude is my freedom. I ain't gotta answer to no one. I ain't gotta deal with no bitching. Uh, fuck that shit and all the lies, all the manipulation. Like bitch, we just had dinner. We just went out to dinner and watched a movie, and now you want to go talk to someone else and go fuck around? Like fuck that. That's literally trying to build a foundation on sand, and I was like, dude, I thought she was cool, but nah, she's dumb. She's for the streets. And that's clear as fuck. That's hell yeah. Okay. Okay. Man, I feel bad for a friend who is good looking, talented, has money, and doesn't feel like she is enough unless she tries crazy stuff with so called celebrities. Yeah, that sucks, you know. That's what a lot of they're like, hey man, you look good, Ralph. You're talented. I mean the money is here and there somewhat, but man, you get burned out on that stuff, you know, like after a while you deal with it, then you realize, man, last time I went through some dumb shit and I put in several years into this relationship, even made the card game and all that stuff. Yeah, anime girls, real girls, yeah. Hopefully October will inspire that. My younger brother is on his second wife. I'm sorry, why would he get married again? Man, like on some real stuff, when I got out that several year relationship, after that, we broke up. I threw in Dark Souls 3 and played some Fallout 4, and I said, I like this. I like this. There's no yelling, there's no betrayal. I'm not being tested for dumb shit. You know, I'm doing all I can do for this person, and they want to fuck around and be stupid. So then when I was playing Fallout and Dark Souls 3, I was enjoying myself, and I realized how much I valued my time. And I didn't realize it until it took that. It's just like getting your ass whooped every day, and then when everything settles down and everything goes quiet, and you sit back and you're like, man, what was I doing? Why was I there? Yeah, especially being married. It's hard to have a relationship while being an artist. I agree. I agree. It's a one of those things like if someone's with you, do they support you? Will they support you? Like if I'm working on Undergod and my lady say, "Hey, you need to stop working on that." I dealt with that in my last one. I'm sorry, you gotta go. You gotta get the fuck out. I am not dealing with your bullshit. Get the fuck out because we are not stopping over here just because you're you're not feeling good or you're feeling a certain way. Like, no, you can leave. I do not deal well with that. Yeah, the studio becomes the other woman. I agree. It's my muse, my other woman, my true, my true love. It's always there. I can always make it. We can always grow, make things grow, and not feel stuck and always on edge, wondering what's gonna happen. Like that security. So I don't have that security with people like that. I just don't. I don't trust like that. Bro, I'm leaving. I don't know why I'm still here because we talk interesting stuff. I think. We just rant. My dad and my stepmom are always arguing and then making up. He's been with her for over 50 years. Yeah, that's maybe in some ways they're kind of forging themselves like a sword, kind of like growing their but some of that argument, man, like god dang, like chill, you know? I've seen relationships where people, their relationships are nothing but arguing, and they kind of work together, you know. And me personally, I'm not that. I mean, I'm a chill person. If you can enjoy video games, drawing, watch some anime, read some manga, good food, and lose the attitude, we're cool. That's how I operate. But when you got to start throwing your politics in and be a dick, fuck on my loyalty, my trust, all that, then you gotta go. Something's wrong with you, not me. I always thought it was me, but no, it's them. It's you. You're the problem. If there is a you out there is a her out there. If you get what I mean. Yes. One of these days, maybe in my afterlife, maybe in my afterlife, Nico, because I really don't believe it. I want to believe, but I don't. I don't believe anymore on that. You know what I believe is making this book and validate my feelings through my works because in some ways like I talk to you guys here in the chat, but in some ways like that whole I'm just burned out like on like hey let me get close to you and start something with you. I'm burned out on it. You know, it's just too much to juggle. Like it's just too much, and you get nothing out of it. You know, and I try to give the benefit of the doubt. You know, I try to give that, but I'm just like nah. I've given up on it. If it means Miss Right, it'll be a miracle. Yeah, I recently heard about the guy who discovered the X-ray. His wife was annoyed that he was spending so much time in the lab, but still delivered him food. Huh. But she still, she hung out. I mean, he was in love with her work. Like with any woman I meet coming up, and I'll tell her straight up. I say, hey, I love my work. You're gonna be with me. You're gonna have to deal with this. You're gonna have to deal. You're gonna have to deal with all that. If you can't, goodbye. Simple as that. It's not like hey, I'm gonna go straight to work and I'm going to ignore your feelings and stuff. No, cordial. I could understand. I'm aware of people's emotions and what they're doing, whatever. But as soon as they're trying to take me away from this and tell me to stop, they're gone in a heartbeat because I do not play that. I have no time for that dumb shit. I had to leave my 2 year relationship to venture into the art world, but I realized the art world has pretenders who want to have a good time. I kind of regret leaving, but now I'm a hermit. So that's pretty good. I mean, you had a 2 year relationship. Were they pretty good to you? You know, I mean, if I was in a relationship, and they're good to me, and they can understand what I'm doing. Cool. We have a cordial understanding. We understand. But and even if I'm with someone and I've met someone, a female that's doing art, I know where to put my bounds. I understand because I wouldn't want to leave the woman that supports what I do for some bimbo that's just there for a flash, just there for a flick, for a fling. I'd rather have someone there ride or die than I'm here to understand you and break you from within, I'm gonna tear you from within. There's just too many Jerry Springer relationships out there. People with that mindset. And yeah, you become a hermit a bit. Um, you know what they say? Your soulmate comes along when you're not looking for them. I heard that. It's funny you say that. The nurse aide, she shows up every morning. She told me something like that because I told her I said I have no, I said I don't have no care or no understanding for dating anyone here or trying to be with someone because it's a it's a dumb game and it's a losing game. You might get your rocks off here and there. You guys might have fun times here and there, whatever. But I always in my mind, and I don't put it there. It's just those little tells where, and eventually she's gonna get bored with you and wants to move on. It's just it's just human nature. It's just how people are just built. And I always keep that in mind. Like, well, we're having fun now, but in a month or a year, she's gonna get bored, and she's already looking. So I have no hope for that at all. If October became real somehow, like in recreators, would you marry her? Oh man, I mean, shit. Hard questions. I want to believe Fox Mulder. Yeah, I want to believe. But yeah, if Yoshi, if she was real, because in some way, I guess in my mind, on the subconscious, I'm kind of this person is would be kind of an ideal person in some way. Yeah, I would because like Oda, from the guy who made One Piece, he is funny. He married it's funny about with these mangakas too. He married one woman that was cosplaying like Nami from his book, and he ended up marrying her, had kids with her and everything, and it all worked out, you know. So that would be crazy. That would be awesome. I mean, yeah, why not? But man, marriage is a big, you know, that's a tough question, Yoshi. You caught me off guard. Talk about living the dream. Like, yeah, literally. Man, I can't with cosplayers. I mean, man. Yeah, I can see it happening. It's like one of those things. You just, it happens. You know, like the dude Hunter, that did Hunter X Hunter. I didn't know he was married to the lady that did Sailor Moon, and they're like total opposites. A pathetic guy from one of her quotes. It can happen. Maybe it will. Who knows? I had a when I was streaming the first time, first week of streaming, maybe second, some woman came in here and said she looked like October. She kind of looked like her, and she was a farmer. I was like, wow, that's cool. I'm now a believer of opposites do attract. I was having feelings for someone who mirrored me. We did projects together and go to the gym together, but well, it got awkward. Let me guess, you did you push the first move? You wanted to get to know her more? Is that what happened? Yeah, I've known a lot of artist women here, and they're shallow as fuck. We were friends for over a year. Ah, I can see. So like getting to be a friend and then getting closer, some people feel it and some people aren't. Yeah, I can understand where this can be going if I'm thinking right. I actually want someone who is not into what I like. That makes the relationship more of a challenge. Man, that's all I've dealt with in my past is people that I've been with that aren't into what I like, you know? And I've never been with someone that's actually into arts and anime and video games, you know? Everyone I was ever with, they are always there to try to stop me doing my art or my craft. I've never been with someone that actually tried to help or wanted to see the best out of it. You know, it's just all they're all. there to try to hinder what I'm doing or didn't even care about it, you know. I said, my art is me. And when you don't care about it, I get it. Makes sense. This is how I express myself. I actually want someone who is like, hey, I read that. Yes. Yeah, you know. It's even doing this, I put long hours into my manga and get lost into it because here I can escape. I can deal with my problems head on, don't get me wrong. But here, when I'm in this world, when I'm in this world of creating under God and anything, I feel free. I don't have to answer to anyone. I can let loose and be me, you know, and not be judged. It's not like I'm doing anything destructive or anything. It's just like having any compassion or an understanding or empathy is wrong here, you know, in this world. You're back, Lady Elena. How are you? And how are you doing, zombie boy? Woo. Nah, I liked her, but I loved her like a sister. But I had tasks about us. I told myself I move on no matter what happens, but friends are more, but I got neither. And low key, I asked myself, I don't remember being all that happy with her. Hmm. Yeah, that's very important. You gotta, you definitely gotta feel like when you're with someone, like you gotta find some sense of happiness. Find like why am I with this person? Like why am I here? Do I feel, do I feel loved? Do I feel fulfilled? Do I feel, you know? To me, yeah, I understand. Lady is back. So yeah, like some way I think I've gotten a little desensitized to all that. And you start, the more you understand, the less you care. You start understanding things, you just don't care anymore. You're just like, you know what? Let's go to my magic world and start drawing here because I understand what this world is. I understand what this is about now. Why do I have to be here any longer? If I'm not wanted somewhere, why do I have to be there? Why do I have to force myself or try to bend things so someone can like me? You know, if you gotta do all that, it's not worth it. It really isn't. That person ain't worth it. It can save you a lot of time. Very true. It's like I'm here online. I'm glad to, you know, to be open with you guys. You guys don't know me in person like that, but I can tell you guys a bit of myself or life experiences, and I can listen to you guys as well. What is your thoughts of the anime Elfenlied? Pretty violent. Pretty violent. I like that song. What'd you think of it? I don't think I finished it. I didn't get to finish it. Go where you're wanted. Yes. Totally. Yes. Go where you're wanted. If I go to a space and they're like, man, we fucking hate manga, we don't like this, show this guys, you know, then I'm like, okay, got it. I'm out. Fuck, you know, no hard feelings. I'm out. Got it. Or someone's telling you, hey man, I know someone that draw better than you. That all right, got it. Later, dude. See ya. See you in the next lifetime. Later. Bye. I just ain't got time for it. So I refuse to give my time to people that don't give a fuck. So why should I care? So in the afterlife, I want to come back as someone important, like an actor. Just kidding. I would never want to come back to this world. Yeah, yeah. Coming back here would be like hell. The crazy thing is, how many times have you been back here? You know, you guys ever hear about the moon theory? About the moon that takes recycled people that die and recycled souls or whatever, and puts them back on Earth. So when you see the light, go to the light. It's really the moon sending you back to Earth. Yep, life is too short to entertain toxic people. Yes, well said. Short and sweet. Yeah, and you start understanding that, you're like, yeah. The more you understand, the less you care. And then you start saying, man, Fallout 4 and that steak dinner looks so good. That looks so fucking good. And I ain't gotta be getting yelled at for dumb shit or be cheated on, you know? But man, I don't know. That sounds so good. You know what? I think I'm gonna go treat myself. You know how good that sounds? That sounds freaking awesome. You ain't gotta deal with the bullshit. You deal with enough bullshit. You get fed up with it and you realize the patterns of it and you're like, yeah, fuck this. We're not doing that. I like myself too much to go through this and to put yourself through that. Love yourself and realize like, hey man, I ain't gotta go through this. I've I've known this one guy. Well, he's dead now. He died early this year. Yeah, his wife was like fucking around on him all the time, and she was like on meth, doing stuff. And he was a hardworking guy, raised the kids, doing all that. But she did not care. She'd lie in his face and all that. And he ended up dying this year. And and I look at him and I say, yeah, all that time he put in building her to show, like, yeah, that sucks. I don't want that. I don't want no one there in my life. I'd rather have someone in my life that cares than someone that's just there, just there, See what we got. One thing for sure, she is also a rival who did help me get better. The joke is I miss her more as a rival than anything else, like a Pokemon rival. That makes sense. She helped you grow in that kind of way, but not in the intimate way. You'd be on the moon hanging out with the Inhumans, yeah. Now I want to love someone slowly. Damn, that sucks. Rest in peace, yes. Rest in peace, Charles. Yeah, like know, to love someone, to even take the time, like, and we're on a manga channel. We're talking about manga and stuff, but we're talking real human stuff, which is okay. Um, yeah, take your time, love someone slow, see where they're at. Um, give things time, let things grow. Jumping into it and not giving things a chance sucks. But yeah, take your time. Marriage is a two-way street. Unfortunately, some people are in one lane, and that leads to divorce. Yeah. Oh yeah. Um. Yeah, it's just like, and that's another thing. Having kids with someone too. You're having children with someone that you're. And when people get divorced or stuff happens between the parents, they separate. You know who suffers the most? The children suffer. The kids suffer. The parents are like grown ass kids. They're not thinking about, well, if I do this, this is what's gonna mentally do this to my child or my child. That's it happens. I've seen it time and time over and over again. Ever read Berserk? One of my favorites. I'm on my third read. I have. I have. I was actually showing off my books from Yoshi. See, so I have the deluxe versions, but yeah, I read Berserk. So I have these here, but I won't open these. These are straight from Japan. Fucking awesome. Thank you again, Yoshi. But if you want, you can read my manga, Zombie Boy, Under God, 252 pages. $10. You can't beat that. And I hand draw everything too. So yeah, and 18 and up. There's violence. There's all kinds of stuff in here. So check out Under God, Volume 1 and Volume 2 at. And where's my little paper? Christ, I can't find it. At angelsofrenaissance.com. So yes, check it out. Rob told us about his divorce. He has two sons too. Oh, really? I didn't know he was married. Yeah, divorce, all that stuff. That that sucks. Like I've had stuff happen in my past with my parents, you know, and I don't want to repeat it on here. I didn't have the best life. Pretty violent how things went down. Um, but I had to grow from that and be a better person because I understood I understood that I didn't want to be like that. I couldn't repeat being like that. I can't go out of my way and hurt my own family or people that I love and care about. Who does that? Um, so even with my characters, I care about my characters. That's why I don't like, hey, join this group, do this and that. Why? So you guys can fuck my characters over? No, fuck you. I do this because I care about my characters. I go the extra mile because I care about them. And I'm not gonna give my characters just to anyone to fuck over and do shit with them. That's why I started this company, so I can do what I want with them and do how they're supposed to be told, not be manipulated and twisted up through someone else's dumb brain. You know? Heck, I'll give a mail order Russian bride a green card if she's kind and honest. Good luck. Good luck. She can do that. Yeah, be kind and honest for a bit, Yeah. To be honest, yeah. Um, Tell you the truth, I knew it. Wouldn't work out. If it didn't work, I see it has divine protection also. Why did I want to be with someone who constant compare me to a higher standard humans? Yeah, like, yeah, like someone always comparing you, the apples and oranges and stuff like that. Like, if they're trying to make you better as a person, yeah, but comparing you as in status and things, I see is very shallow because you can't take that shit with you when you go. Damn nice. Thank you. Thank you. I want me a Latina. You get you a Latina, get you a nice one. I dated a Puerto Rican from Cleveland. Fuck that. That was, man, talk about dumb. I have a lot of regrets in life. Sometimes I wish I had a different family, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm with you on that. But also, you deal with the cards you're dealt with. The hand that you're dealt with, and you make the best out of it. Good or bad, you got to try to do the best. Where do I buy your books? Um, Give me a second. Shit. I wish I had the link. Give me a second. I have it right here. Oh no. Yeah, I lost 40 pounds for her. Now it's for myself. Yes. Do it for you. Do it for you. It's just like my card game. I made my card game for Ashley. I made it for us to play. But you can get my book here at angelsrenaissance.com. But I gained a card game. I lost her, you know. I wasn't going to put up with that. I'm not putting up with someone that likes to cheat. and test me like that. Mm-mm. That is not. That is a winning, other losing road in my eyes. So yeah, you can get my book at angelsrenaissance.com. Um, you can follow me on X, Instagram, and of course here on YouTube. Yeah, give this channel a like and a subscribe. You know, let's let this thing grow. We're almost to 1,000 subs. We're getting there. My dad, you mean he be getting down with his fist. Yes, you can check out Under God. Let's see, everything is hand drawn. So what do you mean your dad has hands? Oh Christ, dude, it's like 10:36. I've been on here like it's 2 hours and 8 minutes. I gotta go handle some things. Um, well, thank you guys for the conversation. We've been sitting here talking for a bit, and I'm glad to talk to you guys. Like damn, the time just went by like that, huh? We got some drawing done. Yeah, it was nice talking to you guys for real. Like it. We'll do this again tomorrow, of course. Yeah, it's always good to hang out. Yeah, thank you, Randy. Thank you. I guess I gotta finish these off screen then. But I gotta go help my dad out. So last time for the shill. So you guys are interested, and again, thank you guys for hanging out and talking. I had a good time. All right, last shill. You guys check out Under God, Volume 1 and Volume 2. You can get it at angelsofrenaissance.com. And you can follow me here on X, Instagram, and on YouTube. And you can get your physical copy, 252 pages for $10 plus shipping and handling. And they will always be available to give you guys. Dad was a boxer. So yeah, I guess check it out. Good night, Lady Elena. And I'm gonna go check out Instagram here. Go check out what you've done, and I can have that safety room break too. So uh, check it out. I appreciate you guys. Every little bit helps and counts. Um, so we're working on getting Volume 2 physical copies. So if you like, read the digital and get the physical. And for Volume 2, you can read the digital. Physicals will be coming soon. So either way, you guys have an awesome night, and thank you so much for stopping in. And I know we over exceeded our time, had a little bit of issues, and we have some artwork to do for several people here. So in the meantime, I appreciate you guys very much, and we'll come and hang out again tomorrow. All right, and thank you for sharing your life and your personal, stories with me. So, all right, you guys. Thank you guys. You guys all have a good night. Get some rest. Thank you.